Hello, you guys. I just finished up this really cute pumpkin patch cuff to cuff sweater, and I wanted to show you guys before I complete the collar how to add it and how you can add a ribbed collar to any project you have. So it doesn't matter if it's for the cuff or if it's for like the bottom ribbing of a project. This is how you can seamlessly add a cuff to anything. So I'm going to show you how to make it into a collar. You're going to take the same yarn that you were using for your project. So I'm using the purple and my same 4.5 millimeter hook. And I'm going to make a slip knot so we can create a little circle to attach it. And I'm going to start in the middle of my project. And you should start in the middle of your project too if you're doing a collar. But if it's a cuff, you can kind of start just from the left going to the right. So we're going to start in the middle. I'm going to insert my hook, and then I'm going to take the slip knot that we just created, and we're going to weave it through with a single crochet. Now this is where the customization happens. This is where you will chain the amount of chains that you want your ribbing to be. So this is for the collar. So I believe I chained 6 so I can have 5 stitches in my collar. But you can chain however many you want. If you want it to be thicker, just do more chains. And if you want it to be smaller, do less chains. Once you have the amount of chains that you prefer, I like to turn my chains to the side so we can work in those third loops in the back. You don't have to. It doesn't make much of a difference. I just like how it slightly makes it more cleaner at the end. So we're going to start into the second chain and single crochet all the way down. In my case, I'm going to do 5 single crochet. Now, in the beginning, it'll be a little slower than you probably want to go, but that's just in the beginning. Once you get started and you make your way down a little bit, you'll fly through this. Like, it'll become really fast and really quick. It's just in the beginning, these first few stitches. I know. It's just, you got to take your time. Once you do your chain back down, in my case, I did 5. We're going to do 2 slip stitches in the next spaces. So because there is no prominent stitch available, you're just going to place your slip stitches wherever they can fit. So not too far apart, not too close, just 2 slip stitches wherever you feel your hook normally would go. So once you do your 2 slip stitches, you're going to turn your work. No chain 1 or anything. You're just going to turn your work. You're going to skip those 2 slip stitches you just made, and you're going to start single crocheting back up those 5 chains you made, or however many chains you made. So, and you're also going to be in the back loop only. So in my case, I'm going to do 5 single crochet in the back loop only, back up my project. This is my last single crochet. Once you get back up, you're just going to chain 1 and turn your work. And this is the pattern. It's really, really easy. Now we're going to go back down with our single crochet, 5 single crochet, back down our work. It's 3, 4 single crochet, and then our 5th single crochet here. And these last little stitches, they're going to be a little difficult to see, but your hook will go in. Just take your time. Now we're back down. Now we're going to connect the ribbing. This is how we connected to the rest of the project with 2 slip stitches. So you're just going to find some space next to it, and you're going to insert your hook and do 2 slip stitches. Just like that, working over that tail if you can. Then you're going to turn your work. No chain 1. You're just going to turn your work. Then you're going to skip those 2 slip stitches and single crochet back up the project. And this is the pattern, you guys. You're just going to back loop only, single crochet back up. And then when we complete that, all you're going to do is chain 1, turn your work. This is me trying to get that tail out my way. But once you've crocheted over it enough, you can cut it off. So you're just going to chain 1, turn your work. Are we ready? Okay, we're ready. Single crochet in the back loop only, back down. And then once you get back down, you're going to place 2 slip stitches into the next 2 spaces. All right, now we're back down. And now we're going to place 2 slip stitches in the next 2 spaces. This is our second slip stitch. Working over that tail. Then you're going to turn your work. Skipping over those 2 slip stitches we just made. And into the back loop only, we're going to go back up with the single crochet. And this is basically the pattern. I'm going to continue doing this, and I'm going to meet you when we get to the corner section where it curves for the collar. And I'll show you what to do there. I'm going to cut this tail now so that it gets out of my way. And then we're just going to continue on. Chain 1, turn when you're at the top. But when you do your 2 slip stitches, you don't do chain 1. You're just going to skip those 2 slip stitches. Okay, and now we're back down where we're going to do the 2 slip stitches. You're going to have to keep like turning your work, but that's okay. Into the next 2 spaces. As you can see, I'm just inserting wherever my hook fits. And we're going to place 2 slip stitches. So 1 slip stitch and 2 slip stitches. And there we go. The ribbon coming along beautifully. And it doesn't matter which side you start, inside or outside, because it'll look the same on both sides, as you can see. And you can't tell. It looks seamless. Skipping those 2 slip stitches, we're going to single crochet in the back loop only, back up. Just like that. Chain 1, turn our work. and we're going to make our way back down. Super easy way to add ribbing to any project and super quick. It works up fast, you guys. This is our last back loop only single crochet. And now we've reached the corner of our neck hole. So we want it to curve. We want our work, our ribbing, the collar ribbing that we made to curve in this space. We don't want it to keep, we don't want a boat neck. We want a nice round neck hole. So in order to achieve that, we're going to have to do decreases in the little corner spaces. So in order to do that, you're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, insert your hook again, pull up a loop, and we're not going to grab yarn. You're just going to slip stitch decrease. So you're just going to pull that third loop through all those two, and that's your decrease. And we're going to do it one more time. Insert, pull up a loop, insert, pull up a loop, and then pull that loop through both those loops. So those last two, pull it through. Tighten it down. And that's our slip stitch decrease. So now after that, you're just going to normally go back to what we were doing. We're going to turn our work, skipping those slip stitches, those 2 slip stitches, and you're going to single crochet, back loop only, back up the work. And this is going to continue to be the same. You're just going to single crochet up, chain 1, turn your work, single crochet back down, 2 slip stitches, and then you're just going to continue till you reach another corner. And in the corners is where you'll place 2 slip stitches. And I'll show you that again once we get there. All right. Now, in the section where your collar kind of goes over your shoulder, it has stitches because this is the part where we were doing the armhole. So you'll be able to see those prominent stitches that we made. So this section will be even easier than the previous because we actually have stitches to go into now. So now when we do our 2 slip stitches, we can see exactly where those 2 slip stitches will be. So as you can see, I did 2 slip stitches. Then we're going to turn our work, skipping those 2 slip stitches, and single crocheting in the back loop only, back up our work. Chain 1, turn your work, and we're going to go back down. There we go. This is our last single crochet. And now we're going to slip stitch into those next 2 stitches that you can perfectly see because it's an actual stitch. And this is the pattern, you guys, super easy. So you're just going to continue along till you get to the corner. This is where you'll place 2 decreased slip stitches. And I'll show you that right now. Insert. Pull up a loop. Insert. Pull up a loop, and you're going to pull that loop through those 2 loops because that is our decrease slip stitch. And you're going to do it one more time because we need 2 of these so we can equal those 2 slip stitches. Pull up a loop, pull up a loop, and pull through. And that's it, you guys. That's what you're going to do. Now I'm going to continue working along the whole sections, and I'm going to meet you back when we're like almost done so I can show you how to connect it at the end seamlessly. This is the pattern you're going to continue, and then when you reach a corner curve, that's where you place 2 decrease slip stitches. But if you're doing this just for like the cuff of a sweater, you don't have to do any decreases. You're just going to continue regularly with your single crochet. All right, you guys, so I'm here at my last little go around, these last 2 slip stitches right here, which we're going to do together so I can show you how to close it up. So you're going to place your last 2 slip stitches, 1 slip stitch, 2 slip stitch, turn our work. We're going to go back up for the last time, skipping those 2 slip stitches we made, and single crochet back up. Just like that, chain 1, turn our work. We're going to go back down with our back loop only single crochet. And now we're just going to slip stitch into the next space, just like that. And now I'm going to leave enough yarn to weave in to sew this together, and then cut the yarn, because now we're just going to get our darting needle. I'm going to show you how to close this split. So this is how we will close it, doing a invisible stitch. You're going to take a darting needle, you're just going to grab that yarn and needle, you're going to insert to the front, and you're just going to weave back and forth through the back loops only. So not through both strands of the chain, just through one of them, the back loop. So I'll show you right now. So coming back up, we're going to insert the needle through the middle. So just through one yarn section of the loop. What do you call it? Not through both strands, just through one strand, the back loop only. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Tell me what you call it in the comments. For me, it's just the back loop of the stitch. And that's what you're going to do, back and forth, down, up, just like how you would regularly sew something together. and it creates this seamless closure. At the end, I'm just going to weave in my yarn back and forth till it's really secure. And then this is it, you guys. You have a beautiful seamless collar, and it curves naturally, and it looks great. And you can add this to anything. It's super fast and simple, and no one will ever know you didn't buy this from the store. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys apply it and can use it for some of your projects. And until next time, see you later, guys.